Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have Marks & Spencer's Raspberry, Cranberry and Orange Dark Chocolate Buttons. So as you can see, it's a very small pack. I found this near the counter actually, near the checkout, near the till, but yeah, I thought I had to get them. I don't know if they do them in bigger packs. I didn't see them if they did, and I was perusing the chocolate aisle and I didn't see them. It's surprising if they didn't really, but I did see them anyway. But anyway, this small little pack. Yeah, so it looks quite interesting. Raspberry, Cranberry and Orange Dark Chocolate Buttons. Now I don't know if this means basically every button has these three ingredients in, or whether there's different ones, I'm not sure. Be interesting to find out. Excuse me. I just basically choked myself in my last review. I was reviewing the Cadbury footballs and I just choked myself on them somehow. Yeah. Anyway, so I've just got a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Yes, so as you don't know, M&S, Marks & Spencer's is basically, well, I don't know how you would describe it really. Typically it sells clothes and things, but they moved into a sort of smaller M&S food, like a mini supermarket outlets as well, I guess you'd say. They're quite upmarket really, they don't really sell cheap stuff, so you will find things like this where it's a bit different, and usually pay a high price for them. Yeah, I can't remember how much this cost, but it's probably, I don't know, £2 or something ridiculous, you know. So, yes, so there we go. So, yeah, a bit different, but as you see, quite nice packaging, but quite plain but nice. You see a pile of buttons there and a sort of an orange ring, zesty ring, a raspberry there, and cranberry behind the orange as well. You can't quite. There you go. Don't know if you can just see that. So there we go. Yeah, so nice, quite interesting. It says in for a treat on it as well. What's it say on the back? So just separate the thing a bit. It says dark chocolate buttons with cranberries, candied orange and freeze-dried raspberries. So there you go. So the cranberries are real, but the candied oranges aren't, and the freeze-dried raspberries obviously freeze-dried. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. So the cranberries are the only things that are soft, presumably. So we'll see. They're quite nice. Cranberries are quite bitter, as you'll probably know. So interesting. Nutritional stuff. Well, it says, I think it gives you the whole pack. Portions 1. It says per 100 grams, which doesn't help. Obviously wants it per pack. Well, it's got 165 calories a pack. But it doesn't really give you the fat per pack, which is a bit rubbish, I think. It's 30 grams, so roughly a third of this. But yeah, anyway, a bit of a shame. So roughly it's about 10 grams of fat, and roughly about 6 grams of polyunsaturates. So roughly that. Roughly. Okay, well let's give them an open. I think that's it. Looks quite nice. Well, M&S packaging is a bit like this, with like a band at the top and bottom and a bit in between. You know, I've got some cover things to review in a minute. So you can see here. There you go, it's got that same sort of banding at the top, bit of a bigger pack, but yeah, there you go. Sneak preview there on a future review. Okay, so let's have a look at these. Well, they're quite big buttons, wow. Wasn't expecting them to be this big. So you don't get many of them, of course, and they're all roughly different shapes. Quite knobbly as well, so there's a small one here, and a big one here, for instance, so all sort of splattered, you know, homemade look, I think you'd say. So it's about diameter, roughly about 3.5 centimetres, 3.6. The small one, about 3 centimetres. So they do vary in size. Here's roughly what they look like. So they look quite nice. Flat at the bottom. No tyre tracks there. Knobbly at the top. You can see a bit of cranberry sticking through there or something. So you want to snap. So it's there we go. So you can see there, there's bits and pieces in there. They're probably the freeze-dried raspberry bits, I think. Not distinct enough to smell. Just based on seeing them in other chocolates, but who knows, could be cranberry. Can't see any orange in there. That. I think they are the freeze-dried raspberry. And I think the cranberry is that big knobble there you see at the top. Looks a bit dark, but I think it's actually a cranberry. Yeah, it's quite there. Can you see there? I've opened it a bit more. There you go. So because the the cranberries, obviously, the things that isn't freeze dried or candied or whatever. You can see it's a bit hot today. It's melting in my hands. It's not as hot as it's been. Excuse me again. But there we go. So yeah, that's a big cranberry there. So each one, the knobbles is a big cranberry, and the raspberry freeze dried bits are those smaller bits there. I've just seen them in other chocolates really, so that's how I was kind of aware of it. I'll say I don't know what it was. It's a candied orange. No idea. Can't see anything obvious about what that is. Okay. Just got chocolate all over my hands now. Yeah, but I'd like to investigate further to try and find the candied orange, but because it's melting so much. Oh, there you go. There you go, look at that. Quite lucky there. So there's a big chunk of crunchy, sugary orange there. You can see that. So it's got a slightly orange look to it, yellowy, greeny orange. There we go. Okay, right. Look at this. So. Right, I'll try and lift the camera up so I can give these a taste. It's a problem when you review things and it's hot weather really. It's not that hot now though, it's a bit cooler than it was, but yeah, still about 25 in the house, 25 degrees. That's too hot for me. Okay, let's give one of these a taste. Oh. Interesting, very fruity, as you can imagine. It should be. Don't taste the cranberry. A bit hard to. Leaves a lingering taste on your tongue. The cranberry. As you can see there's a big lump on this one, which is the cranberry. The rest of it presumably isn't. The chocolate's nice. A nice dark chocolate, quite bitter, but not too bitter. I'm just avoiding eating the cranberry for the moment. Got a bit of candied orange there. Doesn't really taste too much of orange. So yeah, a couple of pieces there. So you got a bit of that sort of, what is it, freeze dried? Yeah, freeze dried raspberry there. You can kind of see, and then our candied orange and the cranberry in the background. So I just can't taste. Don't have much of a taste. It's mainly the cranberry, I think. Maybe slightly a bit bittery there, but of the orange perhaps. But main taste comes from the cranberry because it's the only real fruit there. Yeah, okay. Obviously dark chocolate. So if you're not a mad fan of dark chocolate, then this probably isn't for you because it's very much a dark chocolate, but quite nice fruity flavours. Can't help but feel it is really the cranberry is all you taste. There's a slight sort of crunch, very slight crunch from the orange. Doesn't really taste of anything though. I can't really taste the raspberries. You really just get in the cranberry in the middle, I think. Yeah. So it on its own. Yeah, I think so. It's a domineering flavour because it's really the only real fruit in there. The others are kind of small, as the candied oranges, which I guess aren't really oranges. And the freeze-dried raspberries are quite small, and you can't really taste them in this. I think because maybe the dark chocolate overpowers them. So it's okay. But really, other than perhaps having a slight different taste of different sensation, different texture sensation with the freeze-dried, with the candied orange. I don't even think the freeze-dried raspberries make any difference. You're not really getting much in this. Could just be cranberries really. Dark chocolate buttons with cranberry, and I think that would be the same. Because I think that's all you taste really. Yeah. It is. So, they're okay. They're not really my cup of tea, I don't think. I'm not too bothered about fruit in chocolate generally. I don't mind it, but not real sort of fruit like the cranberry. Doesn't really do it for me. I kind of like more the candied orangey parts or the freeze-dried raspberries. Maybe if there was more of them, or the dark chocolate was had a less of strong taste to it. just a typical dark chocolate taste. You might be able to taste them more, but you can't really in this. The cranberry is the only one that stands out. It might be also because of portion size. The cranberry's quite big, and cranberries are quite bitter anyway. But I've specifically eaten the raspberry bits on their own in the chocolate. I mean, the raspberry ones, you slightly can taste them. That's just when I'm specifically looking to taste them, I'm specifically taking a little nibble. And the orange one you can't really taste at all. You get a slight crunch. And again, a slight crunch with the raspberry, but it's really the cranberry that takes over. It's so much stronger than the other flavours. I mean, the other flavours almost don't exist, basically, other than the dark chocolate. I think a 3 out of 5 for me, quite average. If you love dark chocolate and if you're a massive cranberry fan, I think these would be for you. But for me, a bit more style over substance, I think. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Okay guys, so enjoyed that review. As always, follow me to subscribe to the videos, follow me on Instagram as well. Get in touch, let me know what you think of the chocolates or what you'd like to see reviewed, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, see you later. Chocolate fingers. Bye for now, see ya.